welcome to Knobcat Games Dungeons of the Obelisk podcast. I'm your host, Joe Sleppy. I'm Executive Prime at Knobcat Games, and this is our audio devlog where we get together every 2 weeks and talk about the progress of our game, which is Dungeons of the Obelisk, a 2D turn-based dungeon crawling loot grinding adventure. And I'm joined today by our digital alchemist, TJ Edicernia.
Hello.
And it's just the two of us for today, so I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll just get right into stuff with the server update, which is the big thing that everybody, I'm sure, is waiting to hear about, because that's the main thing. Once the servers are up and running and we've done a little bit of testing ourselves, that's basically the point where we'll be ready to open it up and start getting some more people on. So, what's the progress with that looking like?
Yeah, so as usual, I've been hitting walls and struggling to get past these walls, but with the most recent one, I got the server, so I can get it onto PlayFab just fine. I got it on, this time around, I got it so that the player requests a server so that they can actually reach it and connect to it. And then the server finally said, well, the player finally said they're connected to the server for 30 seconds. So,
which is some progress.
It is progress. It's a lot better than, originally I eventually got it onto PlayFab, but then I couldn't even get the player to remotely get close to attempting a connection. So now they can connect for a very short time, and it's just a matter of figuring out why can't they stay connected.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just something, it's probably just something stupid. It's always just something stupid, right?
Yeah, it tends to be. I feel like, from what I've been trying to read, it sounds like might be something related to the conversation between computers and servers. It's like the server's trying to talk to your computer and your computer's trying to talk to the server, but one of those two things doesn't work, so they just disconnect.
Right.
But I've been thinking about how to go about trying to solve the answer, and I guess who to ask. What is wrong with this and why is it broken? Which I've been recommended this before, and I think I might have to just try it. Is the the AI chat GPT.
Oh, really?
Some people I've talked to that also are programmers, they said that it works. It surprisingly is good at taking your problem and giving you, if not a solution, but something that leans towards a solution.
Yeah, I heard it's good at just coming up with different ways to look at stuff too, Yeah,
it can look at it from a different angle, and I feel like it's a lot more complex than how Google will take your problem and try to give you websites to solve it. This will actually, give you full descriptions. Just kind of feed it the info and it'll solve the problem.
Yeah, which is kind of scary. I guess I don't want to get into all that right now, but it's pretty wild. I was just watching a video yesterday that was a guitar pedal that was designed by ChatGPT. So it just does all kinds of stuff, I guess.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I primarily hear about it writing essays for people.
Yeah, that almost seems like more work to me, because you'd have to go through and proofread it, right? So it wasn't I don't know. I guess I'd have to mess with it, but seems wild.
I feel like it probably, to a degree, would be tough because, you're trying to get it to write an essay. I guess if you describe it well enough, you could probably do it pretty well.
Spend 4 hours telling it what kind of essay you want it to write instead of just writing your essay yourself.
It's at that point, you spent the same amount of time writing the essay anyways.
That's always how it goes. You spend more time trying to get out of work than if you just did it. That was kind of whenever that issue we had a while ago where the server stuff, I can't remember the specific thing, but it wouldn't work because you didn't have the Windows Pro.
Oh, yeah.
And you were trying to find the workaround for it, and I was like, let's just buy it, because if you spend more than 3 hours trying to find the workaround, then we could have just bought it to start with.
Yeah. It's situations like that pop up. I don't even know if there was a workaround, because obviously I gave up trying to find one. But
yeah, I think in the long run that was the right choice.
I think it gave my computer access to things I didn't have before. Maybe I always had access to it, but something called PowerShell on your computer.
I don't even know what that is.
I didn't even know what it was either until I started using it. It's like almost feels like the command box that you can pop up on your computer, which I don't know what makes it different from the command box because they're basically the same. PowerShell's just blue.
Okay.
It's like, as far as I'm aware, it's just visually blue, and that's the whole difference.
Right on. We have been working on crushing some bugs and stuff lately. We've opened it up to a couple more people for testing, basically like very close friends and spouses and stuff like that. Like my wife's been playing, and I know you had a friend or two that hopped on and helped us find a few bugs, but definitely had some like weird stuff going on. I think the big lingering issue that we have is that people who already have accounts can like log in and play fine, but people with new accounts are having issues, but we can't test those issues because we already have an account.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot with those who started to test it, because like I cannot copy any of the issues they've had. It's just, it won't happen. But they can get it to happen instantly. But then they can never happen again. It's like they have trouble opening up the tutorial loot box, which I've never seen, and I don't think any of us have ever seen that issue before.
No, that loot box has been in the game. That was there before you got here, right?
No, I remember
I might have moved it around, but okay, you did.
Yeah.
I know we had like, it was like you would just start with the items in your inventory, I think, and then you changed it to like the loot box. Yeah, but that's been in for a long time, so it's like weird that we're having like issues with it.
Yeah, it's like never saw an issue with it. It's worked basically the whole time since I added it, and new players are having an issue with it, which is interesting to see.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to me that does the game need to have like an uninstall button? I know you can uninstall from Steam now, but does that go out and grab everything if you uninstall that way?
I would have to check, because I want to say...
I mean, your account would still be lingering on the server.
Yeah, you have your account on server. I think, because I don't play PC games enough to know about uninstalling Steam games, but I think it keeps your like save data, certain save data.
Yeah, I think it probably just depends. I don't know. It's weird because we need a way to like. I basically need another computer that I've never played the game on, so that I can like open it up and make a new account and play a fresh one. It's weird that we can't get everything deleted. That might be an issue we need to look into, so that like a real player, like once the game is live, is never going to delete their stuff.
Yeah,
but we need to be able to delete our stuff for testing so that we can see what a new player is going to see.
Yeah, we definitely gotta try that. I'm not sure I can, because I have it both on Steam and on Unity, so I want to say to a certain degree it can reach into Unity to pull the info that it might need.
Yeah, but like for me, I should be able to like uninstall it from Steam, find the folder on my computer and delete that, and then you delete me from the server, and then I should be like totally fresh, right?
Yeah, like that should guarantee purely new account as if you never had played before.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to mess with that, like maybe when we're done recording, if you have time, and see what we can do, because we definitely can't have every new player like crash as soon as they open the tutorial chest.
Yeah, that
it just seems bad.
Although it was only once, like both of them, they walk up to it, they open it, it doesn't work, they log out, and then it works.
Right. Yeah, I know that we were having an issue a long time ago. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like when you opened... Oh, it was with the dev panel. So we have the dev panel that can open the loot creator, which I haven't used in a long time. But every time you would open the loot creator, if you hadn't already opened your inventory in the game, the loot creator would like bug out.
Oh yeah.
And, like because of that inventory. So I'm wondering if there's like maybe something residual like from that.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Because then as soon as you closed out of it, opened your inventory in the regular game, then went back into the dev panel and opened the loot creator, then you were fine.
Because this could be looking for something that doesn't exist, and then instead of doing what it's supposed to, they just get stuck.
Right.
But any lingering, like any of the older accounts seem to just have it all ready to go.
Yeah. We'll have to not forget that the dev panel is there. We'll have to remove that once and eventually.
Yeah, that would be bad. New players are playing, they just start spawning loot. There's a dude level 1000.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to level up with the dev panel. You just click a couple buttons and you're like level 1000.
As far as I'm aware, the playtesters haven't found it yet.
Oh, really? I know my friend knows about it, that because we had talked about it before, but because we were trying some stuff to get his game to work. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Well, like if you don't know to look for it, then you probably wouldn't find it, but somebody would find it eventually.
Yeah, guaranteed somebody would just happen to click the button and say, oh, what's this? See if I can make use of it. Oh, there is one cool little feature that I've actually been working on to get in advance is the mailbox.
Oh yeah, I did get a little bit of time to mess with the version you have now.
I feel like, so the mailbox right now is a way for us to give, like, I guess, mail packages to players.
Yeah.
Like if we ever had, a Christmas present or something, then we're able to toss that in really easy.
Yeah, you mean a glubmas.
Glubmas. The official holiday.
But yeah, that's the idea. The server goes down, we can send them the, thanks for coming back, sorry for the interruption kind of thing. Holidays, probably having something there just for new players would be nice. Just a little thanks for getting the game kind of thing. I definitely want to be able to like give people stuff, as like little bonuses for sticking around and continuing to play. I was also thinking that might be a good place for friend requests to go.
Yeah, when I was working on it, I was thinking it's like this could easily also handle friend requests, because not only does it give loot to people, but it also has, like, it can tell you who sent this thing, what are they saying in the message, why did they send it. So it could just have friend requests instead of it's like, this guy Jim Tim over here sent you a friend request. Yeah,
do you accept or deny? Yeah, that seems like a good way to do it. I was going to bring that up. We should probably, I definitely want to talk about that kind of stuff offline, off the recording too, and maybe get some of the details ironed out on how that should work, since that's, beyond the scope of what has been in the master doc. We've kind of done everything that's in the master doc, and we're kind of off grid now.
Yeah, working on, I guess, like some of those extra features that are important but wasn't listed.
Yeah, they were more the master doc was more about like gameplay and stuff, and it had reference to some of these things, but I didn't go into depth on them like I probably should have. So we need to iron those out, and maybe I do need to update the master doc on a few things so that we can, or make a new doc for like chat and stuff, just some of the issues. But yeah, that'll be interesting to have working.
Yeah, it actually, while working on it, made me realize that the code system that we have, where you like type in the code and get stuff for it, was also outdated, and could start pulling some of the features from the mailbox. Because like we need a way where we don't want a player to type in the code and then type it in again and then just keep doing it to gain the items.
Right, exactly. Like right now, the codes you can use, like I have one where you can get a legendary crown or whatever, and I use that every time I test just to get it. But you can just like type it in like 50 times until you get like a good roll or something, which isn't how it should work.
Yeah, I need an actual limitation on it. Say that, hey, this player already got it. Don't give it to him again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is something we'll have to look at too. We're either going to have to remove that or get it working too. But yeah, it's kind of weird. There's kind of a lot of little features left, and every time we start talking about them, I like realize how much there still is, which is a little scary whenever I look at the budget.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Some of the things it would be a shame to have to disable some things, but they could be. Like, I like the idea of the reward code system, but something like that could always be turned off. Yeah,
we might have to turn it off for a little bit if we don't get to it. That's probably going to have to make a list of things in order of how they need finished. and prioritize in case we do run out of budget.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those things, like the codes are kind of important, because that was kind of how we were going to promote stuff to streamers, be able to give them a code and let them get in and mess around on stream with a few extra items and stuff, so they could have, longer play period or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, if we have to disable those, we could always give them stuff through the mailbox too.
Yeah, it's a good thing about the mailbox is that it's almost like a code system, but slightly different.
Yeah. Is it I guess it depends how it's set up, but there's probably got to be different ways, where you can send something to every active player, and then one where you can send to specific players, and then of course like the friend requests and stuff. But
I guess it depends on how we do it, because PlayFab has a almost mail system. It's weird how they do it, because I could set it so that it'll give things to people, but it doesn't tell them, which is the inconvenient thing about it. Like, I'll toss them an item, they wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It goes straight into your inventory, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben drew the mailbox icon, so he has one with some mail as well sticking out of it, so when you have something. I think you should still put the little red alert icon next to it too, but we do have like the mailbox. I can't remember if it had a flag up or just had some mail sticking out of it, but either way,
yeah,
it looks pretty cool.
I got that in today, and I like it. It's like stuffed full of mail falling out of it. Yeah, it doesn't have a flag.
Right on. Yeah, which makes sense, because the flag is actually up when you put mail in your mailbox, so that the driver knows.
I had to take it back, isn't it?
Yeah, to take it, and then they put your mail in and put the flag down. So it's always backwards, like in cartoons. You always see the flag up when SpongeBob has mail,
So I can't even do that if I wanted to. My mailbox is attached to the wall of the house, and it's just like it's a metal box, so there's nothing to flip up on it.
All right, so you don't put your outgoing mail in there, probably.
No.
Right.
Although I don't mail things either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, let's see, Father's Day, Mother's Day cards, I think, is the most recent thing I've mailed. We don't put much outgoing mail.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely not as common anymore, because, it's easier to, people can just text or call these days.
Yeah, or send an email. Even a fax is more technologically advanced than that. So
I don't know. I personally haven't worked with fax before.
No, that's pretty outdated too. But even that, I had to do something for, at the doctor's office, had to mail something into my insurance.
Oh yeah, they still fax.
And she faxed it to them for me. But I haven't faxed something in 15 years at least.
I feel like it's medical stuff where they fax things consistently, because.
Yeah, it's a business thing, I think. I think if you have a real estate business or something like that, you're faxing documents all the time. But normal people don't do that.
Oh, I'm glad to
really
sit in the cluster of normal people.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else in Dungeons of the Obelisk?
So the PlayFab mailbox thing. I sent everybody a trash helmet, and I realized that it's everyone has the helmet. It's all sitting in your inventory, but you can't use it because it is a default version, and because it's in the default version, it doesn't have any stats or anything.
Okay.
So every player has a helmet that doesn't, it exists and it doesn't exist at the same time.
So I probably salvaged it and never even noticed, huh?
No, it can't even be salvaged, because it's it exists in the PlayFab inventory, but it doesn't get into the game's inventory.
Oh, I see.
It's just lost in the void, I guess.
No, I've just been testing with my character from the boss reveal stream. I still have Sniff as my character, and I've been leveling up. I actually finally got the achievement where I have all legendaries.
Oh, nice.
So I was grinding that out yesterday. I'm trying to decide if I want to start a new character. I think we need to try and wipe my whole character and start over. But I'm thinking about doing some more streaming and stuff. Maybe streaming some of my testing and things.
Oh yeah, run through some playthroughs and such.
Just to hop on and have something to do. I think people might be interested.
It's cool. Every time I make a new character, which is relatively consistently, it resets my achievements.
Yeah, I was playing like messing around the one like it was been a week or two now, but it would show that I got the same achievement like 3 times a day.
Only slightly broken.
That is something we haven't. Did we talk about like all the art that Ben did for the achievements? I think it all looks really cool. Like seeing it in Steam is really I don't know, surreal. It makes the game look very official in the almost finished Steam page.
Yeah, I definitely like it now that it actually has some art getting into it, because we looked at the Steam page originally, it was like bare bones. It has the name and then that's it. But
yeah,
we got these achievements sitting here. It's starting to look nicer.
It also says I've played for 49 hours and it wants to know if I recommend the game to other players.
I got 115 hours according to this.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to catch up.
I feel like mine's kind of broken, because it says that I'm like actively playing it, but I'm just connected through Unity. I'm not actually have the Steam version open.
Oh, right on.
I
Yeah.
tack on hours a lot. It's like if my computer's on, then I guess technically I'm playing the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would like to see that store page like actually existing in Steam, but I feel like we can't do that unless it's like near ready to release, I think, from what Steam said.
Yeah, we're waiting on a trailer. Brittany's working on the trailer. So I'm hoping we have that pretty soon. That's basically the last thing I think we need, other than like a few little descriptions and stuff. That should be the last thing we need before we can put the coming soon page up.
Yeah, that definitely would be nice to see. Then you can, I want to say, once it's like that, you can probably like search on it through Google or the Steam store itself, and then it pops up.
Yeah, and we can link to it from our website and stuff, and get people to like wish list it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be interested. It'll be cool to see that'll be a metric where we can really gauge the interest, and see how many people are actually interested in it.
Yeah.
So
when I had done that with my previous game I had worked on, it was kind of like that was a big turning point on the game's release, and you'd be surprised how many people end up downloading a game. Like the game I had worked on, there was no publicity in any way. Nobody knew it existed,
right,
except for those that we had told. But it somehow, like even now, still sells on occasion.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, for us, I think we'll show up in the free-to-play pretty high up because the game looks good. I think it's going to have enough interest just from like the artwork and stuff. And then Steam does have that like, what's it called? Where you can go through and it recommends like a bunch of games to you, and you can tell it if you are interested or not.
Oh, yeah.
So I think a lot of people probably do that when they're looking for games. Like I know I do. So if it gets us on there, even if you're far down the list, people go through that list. I go through it like 3 or 4 times sometimes and get to the end and I'm not interested in anything. So I'm just hoping, if it shows somebody like a free-to-play dungeon crawler game, like why the hell wouldn't you check it out,
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I want. I want people to get on and play it. That's why it's free-to-play. I don't want there to be like a barrier to entry for people. I want them to be able to get on and play it for free, and if they want to play it for years for free, that's fine with me, and then those shop things are there for when they have money and decide to support it.
Yeah, I like the idea of free-to-play games. Like I've played a variety of them, and if they're good, people do end up spending money, because I don't like spending money on in-game purchases, but on a good free game, I end up doing it.
Yeah, I think spending like $80 up front for a game I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not is crazy to me nowadays. I know a lot of people do that, but like even like a Zelda game or something like that is $60 or something. I haven't bought one recently, but the like I know the stuff on your Switch and stuff, they want $60 or $70 like up front, and something like Mario or Zelda, like you got a good chance of knowing you're gonna like it. But something like ours, who knows? Like I don't expect everybody to like this kind of game. This is a specific kind of grinding for loot kind of game that not everybody likes. So, but if you can get in there and try it for free, then what have you lost, And then once you decide you do like it, then putting a little bit of money into it, like, I think makes sense,
Yeah, I mean, I've had that, like I said before multiple times, you play the free game, you like it, you end up putting a couple of dollars into it, put some cash into it, and, like, even if you just put 60 into it, you now just equaled the price of a standard game.
Exactly.
Which isn't that bad.
And you have the cool glove armor or something, to show for it.
What you had said before, where you start to see, like, the game, and how it, like, shows more like this, where it shows games that are related to it. Because that definitely works, and I've seen that with the previous game. It's like, it's there, and then it chains to other ones. Like, that other game had shown that it has connections to, like, Risk of Rain or Hades or other similar roguelike games. So if people are looking at those games, then they end up chaining onto the game that you had created, which I feel like would, like, that's incredibly likely for dungeons to lead into.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I've already gone through and done all the tags and stuff in Steamworks, where you tag all your genres and search terms and all that stuff. So it's all basically ready to go, I think, with as far as that respect. So I'm hoping some people find it, and then of course we have Brittany doing some marketing and social media and stuff. So I think once it comes out and we're able to post, instead of posting like, hey, coming soon, what do you think of this artwork, when we can post like, hey, here's this cool thing you can do in a game that you can go download right now on Steam, like, people are going to be more interested, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that definitely ropes in people. Once you have, like, this is available now, you can download it.
Yeah, exactly. We're over 30 minutes on our recording. I know we were like, what are we going to talk about this episode? But we've made it.
Somehow figured it out. And
yeah, I think we're at the end. Unless you have anything else important you want to bring up.
I think I should be all set.
Right on. In that case, thank you for listening to the end of this podcast, getting the whole way through. We really appreciate your interest in our game, and hopefully this was pretty entertaining to you. If you haven't already, go to knobcat.com, find the link to the Discord, check out all the stuff there, talk to us, ask us any questions you might have. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram. Those are both at Dungeons Obelisk. And I think that's everything. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
See you.